My next surrounded claim is that police officers do more good in the black community than harm.
This shouldn't even be fucking debatable. Only black people are retarded enough where like you would have to make this shit like an argument. This is insane.
Vader, get to the chair in 3,
Who the fuck is gonna argue for this shit? Let's see.
2, 1.
I want to hear why you think that police do more good.
Yeah, this nigga got the African hoodie that says they not like us. Oh man. This nigga's about to be insufferable. Here we go, chat. Here we fucking go. Wakanda niggas incoming.
Hello, monkey.
Here we go, boys.
In the black communities than harm.
Well, when you look at the functionality of law enforcement, meaning that the people who perpetuate crime in the black community are arrested by law enforcement officers, removing them from the community, removing the predators, the drug dealers, and all of that from the community, which is a good thing. And I cannot name other things that are harmful that outweigh all of the good that the police officers do.
How did the police first come about?
But you be more
Slave
detailed
patrol.
than that. That's not true.
Yeah, it's
the police.
literally
That's
true.
two different functionalities. They can fact check it.
It's
There's
the
two different
origins.
functionalities.
The origins.
You're talking
of
about
police.
slave.
Bro, who gives a fuck about the origins, you fucking retard? Like, yo, these niggas are insufferable, bro. What the fuck, nigga?
Patrols
The
and
origin
modern day
of
policing is completely different.
The origins of
Let's give it to them. Let's say that police originated to catch slaves. Okay, are they running around fucking whipping niggas and catching them now? Get the fuck out of here with that, bro.
policing
not true.
within the United States of America.
It's not true.
I wouldn't even argue with him about this. Like, I wouldn't even engage in this stupid argument. Like, I would be like, okay, bro, what does that have to do with now? Who cares about how they originated? Who cares?
Derived from the slave patrol.
That's
They
not
still
true.
use the same badges.
That's not true.
The same, the
That's not true.
stars on the.
That's not true.
Fine. That's
the
fine.
functionality of slave patrols and the jurisdiction
I'm
that
not
slave
talking about the
patrols had
functionality. I'm
versus the
talking about the
functionality and
actual-
jurisdiction of.
Yeah, see, and now Tate is going to this retard's level, and he's going to beat him with experience because this is not even relevant to the topic. It explicitly says police officers do more good in the black community than harm. This nigga out here talking about slave patrols from the 17 and 1800s. The fuck out of here, bruh.
Of law
It
enforcement
derived
is
from
completely
the
different.
entire premise
That's
of
not true.
slave patrol. That's fine. That's fine.
not
Listen,
true.
okay, cool. So you don't think there's an issue with policing in the black community?
No,
You don't think there's an issue with stop and frisk?
no,
You don't think that there's an issue with like flock cameras and geo tracking?
no.
Got it. Okay,
I think
cool.
that helps eliminate crime.
Sure. Have you ever heard of the Veil of Darkness study?
No, I have not.
Okay. The Veil of Darkness study was a study that was completed where 95 million traffic stops were actually checked across the United States of America. Vast pool, right? The methodology accounted for the time of day, for traffic, location, different shifts. Would you like to know what they found in that study when it came to policing and black people?
That black people commit more traffic violations than other people.
No,
That is true.
black people were stopped for more
Why?
traffic violations. Hold on, I got you.
Because they commit more
I got
traffic
you.
violations.
You don't know the study. How are you going to answer?
I know what other studies and statistical data points show.
Okay, then give me another
That's
study
why.
that
That's
actually.
why.
Oh, sure.
You
Let me
think
finish.
they're just
Let me
pulling black
finish.
people over just because they see a black person driving down the street?
Literally,
That's
the
not
Veil
true.
of Darkness
You
study.
have no evidence.
The Veil
for
of
that.
Darkness
None.
study that was done by Stanford and backed up by the CDC actually showed that what happens is during the day, police officers use racial bias because they
That's
can
not true.
see people
That's not true.
and they pull people.
You've
they
never-
pull. I'm
you've
going to finish
never
my sentence.
made a traffic stop in your
I'm literally
life.
going to finish. I'm literally going to
I'm gonna let
finish.
you
my sentence.
finish.
They pull black people over during the day at a disproportional rate than white people, but at nighttime, when you can't see and it's harder to tell someone's actual race, then the average drops and it equals out.
Okay, let
they
me tell you
actually
why.
found that in the study, 95 million traffic violations, that when you can't see someone's race, you focus on the traffic violations versus
let
the
me
day,
tell you why
you focus on the
let me
people.
tell you why your study is flawed.
All right, you know what? Hot take. And black people commit almost half the violent crime. And
Bombocat!
so what? Sue me. Profiling is good. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit. I don't give a fuck, bro. It's pattern recognition. Blacks commit a ridiculous amount of violent crime in relation to their fucking population size. Oh, fucking well. And this is coming from me, and I'm a colored person, and I've been pulled over before. It is what it is, bro. Okay? It is what it is.
For one reason, I was a police officer many years. I do traffic stops during the day, and you cannot always tell the race of a person during the day, no matter what. Secondary,
I agree.
They're secondary. When you are patrolling, majority of the black people that you engage with live in what? Black communities.
Over policing.
So you're going to make an excuse. We can get to that.
I'm not making an
You're
excuse,
making an
I'm just
excuse.
telling you.
When you're in the black community, you only have.
Yeah, see, only black people say dumb shit like over-policing, all right? People that live in good neighborhoods want the police around. People that live in shitty neighborhoods say over-policing.
options to pull over
Give me
black people.
Because they're crooks.
any type
Now,
of
let me finish.
empirics that disagrees with the veil of darkness study.
Let me finish. I believe that there's clearly a flaw in what you're saying this study represents.
Sure.
Because
How can you
in the
critique
black
methodology if
community,
you haven't looked at it?
in the black community, I have plenty of other
You got to trust me, bros.
touch. I did it for a living.
Yeah, that's cool
And
story,
you did not.
bro.
So
Like I've looked
and
at the information.
I'm telling you
Do
why the
think
study. I'm
your-
telling you why the
Do
study
you
is
think your
wrong.
one-off experience is
telling- no, no.
indicative of all
I'm
policing
telling you.
around
I'm
the country?
telling you why your study is off. When you're looking at patrolling in black neighborhoods, you cannot. How are you going to make a fair comparison of how many white people pulled over versus black people when there's only black people present in the black neighborhood? The veil of darkness cannot get in the minds of a police officer and determine whether or not the police officer pulled a person over because of their color or the violation.
It literally
does not-
shows. If you look at the
doesn't
data
get
set,
in the
if
mind
you look at the
and
data set,
prove that a cop was looking at a black man
if you
in a
look at the
racial
data
and
set
racially
of the
targeting
veil
him.
of darkness study, it shows not only the reason why they were pulled over,
How
but
do-
it
how
shows
do
the
you know
ones
the
that were
reason why
thrown
they- how
out.
do you know the
They
reason
were
why they pulled over?
disproportionately
No,
pulled
no,
over.
disproportionality
and
does
disproportionately
not
pulled
speak
over,
to whether or
and
not
there
it's
was
malicious.
a disproportion of black violations that were thrown out.
Okay, and black people are being disproportionately stopped, but let's finish the sentence. Black people are being disproportionately stopped because black people disproportionately commit violent crime in America, so shut the fuck up. Like, bro, like, I don't, like, get, you don't give us one side without equalizing the other side. This is some fucking algebra here. Bro is only telling you I have the story. Black people are being traffic stopped disproportionately high compared to other races. Okay, but why? Let's talk about the why. They never want to talk about the why. The why is because black people, given the fact that they're only about 15% of the fucking population, they're accounting for damn near half the goddamn fucking violent crime. So yeah, you're damn right police are going to profile. And I honestly don't have a problem with it. Okay? I don't have a problem with it. Right? Because the thing is, let's say I get fucking stopped, as a colored person. Well, guess what? As soon as the officer walks up to the fucking window and sees that I'm polite, I'm respectful, I'm, letting him know if I'm armed, I'm rolling all the windows down, interior light is on, I'm asking, hey, may I reach for my wallet to give it to you? I'm paying significant attention to his ability to feel comfortable during a traffic stop. 9 out of 10 times you're going to walk out of the thing without a fucking ticket, bro. Okay? That's life. Stereotypes, okay, and pattern recognition is a part of human nature. It's your job to break the pattern recognition and be the fucking anomaly. It's your job. The world doesn't owe you understanding, and this is the fucking problem that fucking dumbass niggas like this guy don't understand, okay? I'm sorry, bro, and I'm saying this as a colored guy, but people that look like us commit damn near half the fucking crime in the United States despite being only about 6% of the population, because you take about 13 to 15% of the population, that's all black people. You cut that in half, that's the men, 6 to 7% committing damn near half the crime. Well, you know what, dude? I think the police have a reasonable judgment call here when they're conducting traffic stops. It's called active policing, okay? Active policing is how you stop crime or thwart crime from happening. The only people that complain about this shit are fucking crooks. Yeah, it's a little minor inconvenience. Oh well. If that's the cost I gotta pay to live in a safer neighborhood, oh well, okay? It is what it is, dude. People are always going to, like, the difference between, like, these people will try to act like racism doesn't exist or whatever. It's like, I understand racism exists, and I've already built a counter to it because I know I'm going to deal with it, man. Like, I've been profiled, I've been, stereotyped, I've dealt with all that bullshit, but I don't let it influence me. I just don't align with the fucking stereotypes. So this dude just doesn't get it.
It doesn't matter.
Why?
Disproportionality
Why
does
is
not.
it so many black people pulled over and
because
then
they
so
are
many of the
pulling-
violations
Because they commit a majority of the violent crime. That's why, buddy. That's why.
were thrown?
And the police have a fucking duty to protect and serve and keep violent crime down. That is the reason why police exist in the first place. Fraud and all these other crimes. Yeah, of course that's important. Drug trafficking, whatever. But the most egregious crimes are the violent crimes. Okay, which black people have a fucking monopoly on.
Thrown out.
You gotta look at it like this. If you're looking at traffic stops across the country, different jurisdictions have different mandates and they have different standards for what they throw out as traffic violations. So you cannot make a generalization across the entire
consistent?
country.
Yes, you can. You know what's
No, you
consistent
cannot.
across the entire country?
No,
White
it's not.
supremacy. White
How
supremacy
is white
is
supremacy
consistent
have anything to do
across
with a
the-
traffic stop?
It's literally racism. They're literally trained.
You're projecting
to
your
actually
bias.
go through.
Tell
What
me how they
bias?
train. Have you been through police training?
No, I have not.
I went through police training.
Sure, cool story.
And they do not teach discrimination
Why is it that
in police
why
training.
is it that police officers spend more time in black neighborhoods
They're committing more
disproportionately?
crimes.
They're not.
Yes, they are.
Who commits the most violent crimes in America today?
Per capita, black
Not
people
per
do.
capita, period.
Black people do.
No, white people.
No,
White men,
that's
specifically
a lie.
FBI
Fact check
data.
it.
Fact check it. FBI data shows.
The newest complete FBI race by offense category, race by offense data from 2024 among violent crime arrests in the FBI's race tabulation. White individuals accounted for 52.7%, While black individuals accounted for 43.2%, black Americans represented about 13.7% of the U.S. population that year. So the share of the reported violent crime arrests was roughly 3.2 times their population share. Yeah, this dude needs to shut the fuck up. See, because look, black people, this aligns with the white population. This doesn't.
So,
FBI data shows that white men specifically commit the most violent crime in the United States of America. If you're talking about,
they commit the most violent crime because white people are the majority race. Like it would make sense that white people on paper will commit the most crimes because they are the majority population. However, when you actually compare apples to apples and go off per capita, blacks absolutely demolish whites.
Like property crimes,
no,
yes, it's black people.
I'm talking about violent crimes.
Violent crimes, it's white men, including CSAM. White men, if you could talk per capita with CSAM, you can talk numbers. White men disproportionately represent CSAM and violent crime.
Murder rate and violent crimes disproportionately represent
you believe in 1350?
All right, we're going to have to pause here, so I'm glad you guys took a pause.
Yeah, get this nigga out of here. This nigga out of here, bro.
You have been voted out. Thank you so much.
Give me 10 minutes. I'm done.
And you fat too. How you so fat, nigga? What the fuck, bro? This nigga built like a bagel. What the fuck is going? The fuck? Nigga's body look like a lump of potatoes, bro. What the fuck is going on?
He's making up stats.
Fat ass nigga, man.
If you would like to be the next debater, get to that chair in 3, 2.
Fuck hips don't lie, ass fat motherfucker.